Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. In today's video, I will be showcasing my Ginyu deck that I've been playing in recent events. So with that being said, I'm going to take you through the deck profile, and I also will be featuring a few of my little ornaments. So as you can see, I have my hot Android 18 there. She's going to be part of some of my deck profiles now. And let's begin. So for starters, we have the Ginyu Leader. So he is one of your typical Awakened leaders. As you guys may already know, you take one life, active main, add it to your hand, but before that, you reveal it to your opponent. If it's a Ginyu Force character, not including Ginyu, you can put it in play. So it's really neat. If you have a Ginyu deck, it's very good because you can get a lot of those little guys on board. That's what the deck is made for. Then, Awaken, typical, you draw two. This guy. Now, what's so unique about this leader and makes him really strong in comparison to other leaders like Vegeta and Caulifa is that when you use his active main, you gain double strike. That is extremely powerful in this build because it allows you to set your opponent up for game. The way I usually play is I like getting my opponent down to 2 life, pressuring them with a lot of the cards you're going to be seeing shortly. And that's the leader. Starting off the deck profile, we're going to be going with the Broccoli package because that is one of the strongest ways to build this deck. And we run 4 Broly, Dawn of the Rampage. He is, don't mind this is actually the sleeves I'm using. So as you can see, we are using some Vegeta action. When he's put into play, you search the top 7 of your deck. If you get a green Broly, you add it to your hand. Very strong. Moving on to Endless Evolution Broly. This guy is broken. He's extremely strong in the game. He allows you to do a lot of things. When he's put into play, your opponent must select one of their cards and KO it, one of their battle cards. He gives all the Brolys in your hand, reduced cost of 2 green, specifically 2 green, guys. So with that being said, I'm going to give you an idea of how this works. Moving on to the following card that I run, which is Broly, the Unstoppable Horror. So, giving you a play-by-play. I already have this card in play. I evolve. So normally this card costs 2 green and 1 generic to evolve over any Broly. His effect kicks in, reducing the cost by 2 green. So now this 2 green and 1 generic becomes just 1 generic, guys. So remember, I can at this point pay any other color besides green to evolve over him, which is super essential because it allows you to work with a lot of decks that require multiple mana, multiple different types of energy, and it lets you get the job done regardless of what you have in your energy pool. So his effect, when he's evolved, only when he's evolved, you select one of your opponent's cards and KO it. So these two simultaneously work very well together because you put them in play, your opponent has to select a card to kill off. Most likely they're going to select the most useless card at the moment. Then you evolve and you KO what you really want to get rid of. Moving forward, we run Rampaging Lifeform Bio Broly. He's just for hand control. You guys should already know what he does. He's another double strike, and when you evolve over another green Broly, your opponent has to discard 2 cards from their hand. 4 copies. We run 3 Broly, the Rampaging Horror. This guy is the heart and soul of the deck. You normally don't want to play him for 6 or 5. In this deck, you play him over this card. So as soon as you bring him out, he'll cost 3. The beauty about it is that his evolve cost, you need 4 green and 1 generic. When you evolve over him, all you need is 2 green and 1 generic. So guys, always remember that you can pay different costs based on who you're bringing out on the board. And as you already may know, double strike, 30k, and rips 2 cards out of your opponent's hand at random. Now we're going to move on to the other part of the vegetable package, Saiyan Teamwork Cabba. You guys already know what he does, so we're not going to go through that. I'll have it in the description below. We run 4. We run 4 Caulifa. And we finish off with 4 Kale. This is like the meat part of the deck. Now we're going to get onto the support package. We run 4 Trunks Bridge to the Future. He is one of the best cards in the game right now because he has so much flexibility in what you can grab. When he's put into play, you look at up to the top 2 cards of your deck. You can select a Saiyan among them and add it to your hand. Any other cards that you looked go to the discard pile if they are not Saiyan or if you already selected a card. So if you looked at the top 2, you select one Saiyan, then the other card goes to the discard pile. We run 3 Planet Vegeta. You just search your deck for a Saiyan, 4 or less, add it to your hand. And of course, if you're running apes, you get to restand all your apes. We run 3 Cold Bloodlust, mainly for the Cell Chain, guys. That's one of the most threatening cards in the game. You need it to stop that. You don't want to drop your hand down to 3. Odds are if they hit you with that, you're gonna have a tough game ahead of you. You may end up losing because of that. We run 3 Explosive Spirit Son Goku. This guy is absolutely bonkers. He is your best defensive package in the game currently. When he comes into play, he pops a guy, providing they don't have barrier or any kind of indestructible characteristics, or the leader. And he has blocker, so you can utilize him to block the same turn he comes in if you do it during your opponent's turn with this card. Unwavering Solidarity, Shuegesh. This card is snapped in half. The best card in the game currently, guys. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you're not running this and you're playing yellow, you're bad. And just look up what it does so that you can see what it can do. This card combos with pretty much most of the cards in this deck. If I have this man out on board, I can use Shuegesh to bring out this girl. And if I have this girl on the board, I don't have to pay for this cost. So I don't have to get rid of nothing on my board. My opponent has to get rid of this stuff. This card can get any Saiyan 3 or less, and I can play it from my hand. Now going with the finale of the deck, we have our 2 Mass Saiyan. He is amazing. He is our Overrealm champion. He allows me to KO multiple cards on the board, put pressure, has double strike, and he only costs 1 energy to put in play, any energy, which is really good. All you need to do is you need at least 5 cards in your discard pile in order to bring them in play, and you warp all of them. And the last card to the deck is Trunks Power Overseeing Time. He is literally in the deck, I kid you not, just for this man. Just for Fatty. You get Fatty in the discard pile. All you need is 4 cards in your discard pile and 2 energy. You bring them in play. You grab Shuegesh. And this man leads to doing pretty much all the combos in the deck. And that is the deck I've been kicking ass with. It's been dominating locals. It's very powerful. If you want something very competitive, this is what you're going to want to use. You can switch up variations based on your play style, but overall, that's what gets the job done. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, this channel is all about you.